The song This Is Our God by Phil Wickham off the This Is Our God record. Fantastic, drivey, typical kind of, I'd say pop worship type song. Very nice driving bass parts. Some nice subdivision. We're playing 16ths at some point. There's a few really nice little riffs I want to show you. And just for those of you that are newer players or beginners, don't feel under pressure to play all the little riffs that are in the song. I always like to teach them all because it gives you that opportunity to learn something more to throw into your bag of tricks that you can use in other songs as well, because a lot of worship songs are very similar in the way that they're approached as far as the chord structures go. So go ahead, tune your bass, watch the music video, and let's get on with this lesson. Right, I'm playing my precision style bass here. I could have picked up my other blue bass that's got more kind of a gangy tone than this one, but because I'm playing with a pick, I actually achieved the tone I was looking for. So that's the kind of sound I went for on this bass. It's just a pick that I'm playing, quite a bright pick, and just a little bit of fingerstyle later on in the song if you want. You'll notice in some of the loops that I did that I moved over to just playing fingerstyle and then back to the pick. Alright guys, that's the tone on this one. Now this song bass only comes in later on in the song, after the first chorus there's that second verse. But because there's a synth bass on this and there's some nice foundational playing there, I kind of treated it almost like a Hillsong type arrangement where there's, I played from the intro right through up to that first chorus, and then I came out there and it's just playing whole notes really. You can hold your notes for 2 bars if you like, just to make it feel really nice and warm. If you do have a synth player and there's someone that can play synth bass, they can play the synth bass for the first part of the song, and you can come in, like I said, on that second verse. Alright, so we start at the top of the song, right over here on the intro. And I'm actually going to play this whole thing. It's going to be the intro and the verses. So it's intro verse is this whole first section. Alright. I'm going to start right over here on our C. We're in the key of C. And this will be our 3rd fret on the A string. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And then we're going to kick into the verse right over here. And he sings right here. And we start 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then down to your A minor, 2, 3 on the 5th fret of the E string, 1, 2, and G, 2 on the 3rd fret, down to the 1st fret on the E string, and then back up to your C. And this is like a little tag at the end here and then we go back into the verse starting here. And this is important, guys, because right here there's a little extra 2 bars there. In the second verse that we come around on, there's no gap there at the end to set up the second verse. They go right into each other on the next 2 verses. Just remember that. Alright, so we start again here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down to your A minor, 3, 4, and then down to your G again, same exact pattern we played, down to F, and up to your C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E, on the 4th beat of that bar, and then you stop. That E is leading you into the 4 chord. It's like walking you into the F, and we don't play that F because that's the down chorus. Go ahead, practice that first section, and we'll get into this next part. Right after that down chorus, there's actually a turnaround, and we're going to be playing 16th notes, which are going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So it's starting on our C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's going to be G, 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 F, G, 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 F, F, E. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's our little turnaround there. And that leads us into our verse. Go ahead, practice that little short one, and we get into this verse. Right, this next verse starts right here on the same exact pattern we were playing as that turnaround. Starts again on the C. Remember that fear that took our breath away. Then we go down to faith so we could barely pray, but he heard. And down to your F. And then this verse kicks in again. That's the next verse. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. We play that exact same riff that we played earlier. So that same riff, we're going to play it. It starts 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. then down to your G, and F, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's gonna lead us into our chorus. You could either play an open E, which is also E, or you can play it here on the second fret of your D string, but we're going to end up down here on our F, playing eighth notes for that chorus. But go ahead, practice those verses, and we'll get into this chorus. Right, for the second chorus is actually where we come in. This is going to be actually our first chorus we're going to play, because the last chorus we weren't playing in. So this will be our chorus. And we start right over here. This is our God. This is who He is. He loves us. This is our, and we're going to start playing straight eighth notes. F. This is who we see. E, G, us. Open E, F. And then open E, F, G, A minor, G, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't play 2 beats on that because we're going to hold it 4 and we're going to walk up to our bridge. So go ahead, practice that chorus, and we'll talk about the bridge next. For the bridge, we're actually going to start right over here on our high F. Who pulled me out of that pit? He did, and that's going to be walking up to our B, C, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Back down to your E, F, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4. And when we get up to our high G, we're going to start playing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go down to our low bridge. But go ahead, practice that little high bridge first, and we'll talk about this next bridge section. For the second half of the bridge, we're going to start over here on our F, our low F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. There's a little riff there. It's a really cool little riff. It starts on our G, A, D, E, D, C. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. And when we get to that part over there, we're going to slide down to our F. So let's start again at the top of that bridge. Watching me now? So we start. B, C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, riff. 2, 3, down to C, down to F. G, A, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a bit of a mouthful, this part. It's a really cool part, so I want you guys to get it if you can. Practice it with a loop as many times as you need to until you can really get it dialed in. So let me talk about the second half of it again. So once we go up to our down to F, G, A minor, up to high A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's an E that you're sliding off over there on the A string. And then we're going to go back down for our chorus. Go ahead, practice that second bridge, and we'll talk about this chorus next. So this chorus is exactly the same as the last chorus. There's a tag at the end of it. Now for the loop, I played the whole chorus into the tag. Right now I'm just going to show you the tag part. It's exactly like the last chorus, but the tag part is the lyric again, coming through again, and it goes like this. So really it's a loop of he bore the cross, beat the grave. So it's he bore the cross, beat the grave, and earth will proclaim, this is our God. And then it leads us into our outro. But go ahead, practice that last chorus with the tag part, because it's really cool. It's a loop through that last part of the chorus. Practice that with the loop below, and then we'll talk about this final outro. The outro is a little bit like the beginning of that verse that we played at the top with the 16ths. So let's look at it now. We start over here. Down to A minor, down to F, 1, 2, 3, 4, we enter, and we land on our C, 4, we enter, C. And that's the end of the song, guys. It's a super fun song to play, super fun song to learn. Practice it till you've got all the little bits dialed in. Play along to the music video, and you can't go wrong on this awesome song. See you next time.
If you're tired of searching the whole internet to look for a decent tutorial, check out worshipartistry.com. We've got over 600 licensed, cohesive song lessons for your whole team. Link is in the description.